Steve Jobs famously once said, "It is only by saying no you can focus on what truly matters in your life." This is what separates the uber successful to those who never make it in life. Because those who never make it are constantly saying yes to everything, overcommitting and splitting their time and focus everywhere. If you like videos about business, money and psychology, like this video, share it, and subscribe to Lukxury with K, where I help you realize your potential and become more. Most people feel as though they don't have enough time to be productive and get things done. But what these people lack is self-control. Most people find it hard to say no to impulses and to dopamine. A 5-minute break you spend on social media will become 10 minutes and then 15, 30, and then by the time you know it, the day is over and you haven't done anything of value. Saying no to impulses is very, very hard, but you have to get yourself into the habit of saying it. Some people would say, "But I am trying so hard to say no, it's just difficult." The only thing that would make it difficult is your environment. Is your environment full of distractions? Can you really concentrate in your environment? Because if your environment is just packed and filled with distraction, it would be impossible to not get distracted. Get rid of impulses, get rid of distractions. Next up is perfection. Perfection is a trap. Everybody wants to be perfect and get things done perfectly. And those everybodies are people who never get any results or get anywhere. If we look at online businesses, you'd find the person sitting there trying to create the perfect website, constantly telling themselves they need to get more research, more information before creating the business. The best way to create the best business and succeed is to be in business and grow yourself while in business. There's nothing wrong with planning or strategizing, but being trapped in the paralysis of research and planning is horrible, because there's a difference between planning and procrastinate via using planning as an excuse. Some people say they will start their business and just read books saying they're still gaining knowledge about it. If you overplan, you're attaching your emotions too much into the business, meaning if the business fails, you will feel as if you lost a part of yourself. Entrepreneurs and successful people have perseverance. Don't overthink it. Just get into the game. Being too busy. If you're truly too busy or think you're too busy and don't have enough time to spend with your family, time to enjoy yourself, then your life is truly unbalanced. Some people start their business in order to get more free time but end up working longer than in a 9-to-5 job. This is because they try to do it all and have an entrepreneurial seizure, which comes from the book The E-Myth. These entrepreneurs try to do everything. Instead, you should delegate most tasks you have and only focus your time and energy in what you're truly a master at. This is putting the 80-20 rule into play. 20% of what you do is responsible for 80% of your results. So why not pull all your time and energy into that 20%? Delegate tasks, eliminate tasks that are useless. I made a video explaining the difference between being busy and being productive that I will link to at the top and at the end of my video. Subscribe to my channel to learn more about how to become more productive. Most people overestimate how long a task takes. I talk more in depth about this in my video, but basically you have to treat your time with the value you want to be worth one day. Don't chuck away your time. Pay someone else there to do some of your tasks while paying them a lower wage than you think you are worth. If you want to be worth $10,000 an hour, pay a gardener $50 to do your garden. The procrastinating inner voice. There will always be those inner voices in your head telling you how useless doing something is, why you shouldn't go out there, telling you you don't have enough money. But under all of that, there is a voice that seems to be overpowered, that is fighting to tell you that you should go out there, that what you want to do is not useless, that it doesn't matter that you don't have enough money because you can change that. You can't constantly be listening to the procrastinating voices. You should learn to tune those procrastinating voices out and focus only on listening to the voice of the warrior, the voice that knows that you have it in you. You just have to push to become more. Misaligned agenda. Everybody has got an agenda. You must learn and know what it is you stand for, because if you don't, you will end up working for somebody who has an agenda and knows what they're standing for. If you don't ask yourself every single waking day, ask yourself what it is you want out of yourself today, in 10 days, 100 days. Ask yourself, what is important to me? What will get you to the next level? Prime yourself with better questions. You are putting time into things that will not help you grow. Time yourself. Log every single thing you are doing and evaluate what it is you are spending your time doing. Then you will understand why you are not getting results. What did spending 2 hours on Instagram do for you? People tend to think that they're being productive, but matter of fact, they're just wasting their time. Time is the most valuable resource in the world and is the key to success. You can always make back the money you lost, but you can never get back the time you lost. So why not make sure you're creating habits, great habits, better habits? Yes, it's incredibly hard and most people can't do it. But if you want to become more successful than most people, you must avoid and do things most people can't do and won't do. So now, how do you say no to people? Because if you feel it's rude to say no and find it hard to say no, if you do relate to this, then you're no different than how I was. I was trying to please people left, right and center, but then I realized that most of these people were just using me to grow themselves while I was actually losing my time, wasting it, matter of fact. But if you don't prioritize your life, somebody else will. Now that I've explained why you must say no, we can jump into the steps of how to say no to people. When you say no, don't justify it. Don't give any excuses. Why would you give out the feeling that you are uncertain? Because that is a bad feeling for you to give to people. You may feel rude, but you need to realize that by saying no, you're truly helping the person out in the long term. Because if you don't really want to help them, but still say yes, you would not be giving it your all compared to a person who would have loved to help them. If you say no, they can end up getting someone else to help them, someone who's more than willing to help them. Trying to give excuses would mean that you are feeling bad about saying no. And if it's someone who is dominant, they will pay attention to your story and begin to find a way to end up hooking you back in and actually saying yes. Be firm with your decision. Say no. It might hurt them, but at least they can find someone else to help them. The next step is trying to offer them other alternatives, but still stick to your decision. You can't end up saying, yes, I'll help you, if you already said you won't help them like 5 minutes ago. Be firm and sincere, but don't feel that you have to offer them these other alternatives. Hi, this is Lukxury with K. I want you to like and share this video if you found it valuable, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now you might ask, why should I? Well, every week I'll post a new video focusing on helping you become a better entrepreneur. You'll be challenged, you will be inspired, you will be motivated, and more importantly, you will get practical ideas and strategies that will take your business and life to the next level. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single episode, and click on the video on the bottom that I have personally selected for you. I promise you won't regret it.